Hey y'all, and welcome back to City Skylines. This is episode number 23, he says with lots of hesitation in his voice, in my beautiful city of Blackwoods. Here it is. There we go. Land of the hopeful, land of the people, land of the dead, land of the shoppers, the Europeans, land of the free camel movement. This is Blackwoods. There you go. So yeah, this is my still strictly vanilla game. Looking good, isn't it? For a boring vanilla game and no DLC. It's looking good. Yeah, so today is, I guess today's the day that everyone's got their updates. I think I got my update as well. Let's have a look on here. Something like this. I think this is what they've done. They have, yeah, they changed up the roads like this. You got different kind of look-sees and all that. Trouble is, I haven't all I've got is the update, but I haven't downloaded any of the DLC because I'm playing without DLC, you see. So there you go. So there might be a couple of items that snuck in here from the update, which will be a bit unfortunate because I'm trying to keep this vanilla, but we'll see what we can get away with. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are wondering why the heck I'm not playing with any DLC or vanilla, just playing it vanilla, I just wanted to start out doing this series the way as everyone else started out, playing it as the way it first came out. Then, you know, I will be playing all the DLC. And the other thing is, why am I not showcasing all these new updates and DLCs and stuff like that? Well, let's face it, we got so many people doing that, like Biffa, Overcharged Egg, Zardis, people like that, so I don't really feel the need to. But I will, in time, I will cover every DLC. It's just I'm just way behind on everyone else at the moment because I'm just trying to play it as it is from the start. So sorry about that, but you can go elsewhere. I think they got some new buildings that came in here. I'm not too sure. I haven't really looked at it properly. Oh, here we go. There you go. This is new, so I won't be laying any of these down because these are too new. Got your birthday plaza, which is the cool thing about the birthday plaza is. Scrolling on here, I haven't got the exact camera mouse, but this shows every single DLC they've released. So that's pretty cool. But as I said, I won't be using that. So there you go. What else do they got? Oh, you got like, look at this, parking lots. Beautiful. So if anybody wants to watch a video on that, you got Overcharged Egg and Biffa, and I think Move That Mouse and City Planner will probably be covering them. So you know. Go give them a check out. So let's get back to what we were playing on last week. It's over a week, I guess. I did a couple of intersections, put that vanilla one in there, added this one here, did a kind of square about and a triangle about with this harbor here, connected this long road. Now I see in the future this is going to get overly used, so I might have to tweak this area here. Created my very first ever 4-stack. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Doesn't it look like someone who's never built one before? And also, I finally detailed this. And here I got the Marlon Snyder ore industry. You can see there, and it's a good old tip on how to cover up these tunnels. You can put in a couple of rocks and trees, and even if you got like mods like Move It, you can pretty much cover them up. So today's episode, I'm going to be concentrating on. Well, I'm going to try and unlock some buildings to get on my campus, I guess. This is going to be the campus grounds. So we're looking to get towards the nuclear power plant, and also, here we go. So I'm going to try and unlock this academic library here. Now, I've got 25% of the population. That's fine. And but yeah, we're going to be planning for that. So I'm going to be trying to put down as many libraries as I can. So let's start off with, we'll put a sneaky little library down here. There it is. Stick that in. Let's sneak another one in here somewhere. So that, this button here, this button here. Can I sneak one in here? Just about. Put it there. So we got those two in place. And that gives us one more to do. I'll put that one right down here. Let's sneak it in somewhere. I'm going to put it in temporary, of course. Put it in there. How about that? There we go. Now we got a library. So that's all our libraries. That's fine. We got all 5 there. Now we got to try and get 300 users. Now what I've heard is it's kind of impossible to do. I think you got to put in concentrate on lower educated population. I can't remember if that's like normal suburbia. It might be that. But also, if you look on these policies here we go. Education boost. That's the one to click on that. So that's citywide now. And that boosts the education budget and makes young adults automatically choose education over working. Prioritizes education over working for young adults. Increases the education budget by 25%. There you go. So that's what we're going to be planning on. So we're going to see what we can do over this area here. We're going to try and meet this demand for the industry. So with that in mind, I'm thinking of we booking a cargo train somewhere around here. Where would be a good place for this to be? Maybe I could put it down here, because you got a square about. Should we try that? Let's try that. Okay, so first things first, we're going to pause the game. We're going to put out a temporary train line, I believe. So I have it coming down here somewhere. Somewhere like that. Then I can have it spinning in here. So that marks out where I want it. So I'm gonna have it kind of close to here because you got this like run off into the straight into the highway, and you got this access here. So it looks like an appropriate place to put it. So let's set up some roads for that. Oh, that's a new road. Okay. Oh, I guess I'm getting filled up with new roads. So let's go for this one here, I guess. Let's turn them all off because I'm not used to this. So go with that one. Here we go. So we're going to put this road down here. I'm going to have the train station running in here somewhere. Now these snapping points all on there. Let's take that off down there. Okay, I'm going to lay out the road structure, and you can get back to me in the end. There we go, got that set up. I've decided to do kind of a big square about here. Maybe I can fill some industry in here, something like that. But I've also decided to put this kind of... I've never tried this before. I just want to see what this looks like, how this works. Yeah, I noticed coming on here in the menu, things look a little bit different. I remember I have seen the train line down there. It used to be up there. What else have they got in here? It's kind of... Yeah, see all these lines are here. Oh, you also got the, here we go, the search buttons. You can search for things. That's pretty cool. Is that search button on here? Not on there, because we only got 2 items. I guess anywhere you got a lot of things to look for, it's going to appear. That's pretty cool. I like that. There we go, so we got that. Now let's hook in the train line. So this is my kind of, so do I want this to go under here or over here? I'm thinking we can have it going under. Yeah, I like the idea of that. So let's work this out. Get rid of this path here. Oh, so many trees. Let's get rid of these trees. I'll meet you at the end of all this deletion. Alright, and we are back. That's quite a lot of trees I got rid of there. We got this here, so we've got to find a way of running this train track. Now I'm thinking having a train going under. Maybe under is a good idea. Hide it away from all this here. And then maybe we could have a... Then go over the highway. Yeah, I'm gonna have a sunken highway. Gonna have it going under and then over. Under, over. That kind of thing. So let's see. Are we gonna go... here? Out there. Then I'm gonna sink it down. That's a page down button. Put it on freeform. If you want to delete anything on the ground, just press the page down button. Like that. Now I believe... Page up. There we go. I believe I might have done this a little bit too long. Let's see if I can get away from here. Page up again. We go. Try again. Kind of like that. That'll work. So we're gonna go place it about here for now. Just there. Let it go, and then we're gonna pause the game, and we're gonna delete this. I'm gonna use my sunken water key technique. So time lapse that, and you can catch me at the end. There you go, everybody. That's that done. You can see the this famous old technique of dropping down the levels, filling it up with water. Then you can place the keys as long as you got the terrain kind of placed correctly, evenly. Then you can place the keys down. So now what I got to do is find the right level I want. Also, when you're sucking the water back up, make sure you haven't got these pipes connected anywhere, because the polluted water will go back into the city and cause everyone bad tummy. So that's the way to do that. So we don't need these anymore. These are now redundant. Right, let's get on here. So we got to try and find a level where this train track's going to set in but become a bridge. So there's two ways of doing it. You can do like keep going like this. Let's put that on straight. See, that one doesn't work. Page up. Still no. See, I'm looking for a truss bridge. That's the one. That's this one here. There you go. You can see how high up that is. Now, that's pretty high up for a bridge. Now I want this bridge to go lower, so the way to do that is you make the ground go deeper. Delete these here. Now let's try putting this down again, but lower. See how low we can get this. So like here. Actually, while I'm here. Just gonna put that there, just to keep it lined up. Delete all these. Back on the train line. Here we go. So we want to go up. And there you go, you see? Just about kicking in, just there. Now we can have it pretty much low to the ground. It's all about how deep it is. Just about there. There you go. And it's lined up with that, I think. There we go. And that's how you get the truss bridge. Now the highways. Now we're going to put one highway down. Where's the highways? Here they are. We're going to see this highway here. Now this is too far down. Too much of a slope. So we're going to raise up the highways. Now how high do I want them? Let's give it a go. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. I mean, I could go lower to make it look even better, I guess. Yeah, let's go for that one. We'll do that. Put that in there. Put that under there like that. There we go. And we're going to do the same here. It's going to be a wide highway. It's only because I've made this too wide, but I'm okay with this. You can move these a lot closer if you want, but I'm kind of speeding this. I'm not really trying to take that much care and attention. It's just a basic guide of how you can do that. So delete this here. And then, now the thing is here, I can't have these as bridges. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the land. About here. just right click on the highway there, and then left click, and I'll give you the actual depth you want it to be at. Like that. There we go. So that's even. Go back into the highways, put these right down. Just like that. I just want to have a little bit touching the floor. Like that. Perfect. Let's make sure I don't delete these roads by mistake. Put that bracing road here. Now delete these here, these raised bits. Like that. Now I can put the highways down. Flat on the ground. I'm gonna go about, let me see. I'm gonna go from here to here, I think. And even 600. And the same here. Like that. Leave that like that. I'm gonna delete this, and here, and here. Do the same over here. This one is cutting it a bit fine, but that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slope the land. Right click here, then left click here. Now this is a steep slope, because I've only got a little bit of room to play with. You can do better slopes if you want, but I'm okay with this. There we go, and this side's going to be a lot easier, because it's further away. So I'm going to right click here, and then left click here. This is a better slope. There you go, and that's how you do it. Put the highways back in, and there we have it. Now I know that's a little bit janky. I mean, I could have moved these streets or these highways closer to each other, but like I said, I'm kind of winging it, and I'm trying to do it as quick as I can instead of taking too long on camera. Well, there we go. All we got to do now is put this train line down here. Now what I got to do is find a way of hooking this in here with this. So let me have a think. And that's where it naturally reaches the ground. So if I come out of here and here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one here. Put it on freeform. A little bit forward, then I'm going to turn it around. And do the same with this one here. There we go. And they're going to hook into the main train line, which I'm going to have right here. About there and there. There you go. I'm happy with that. Let's press play. Or let me stop it again. As you'll notice, because the highway connections here were broken, everyone's using these roads here to get to the industry. Now if you watch within time, speed this up, this will dissipate. And there you go. You see how now we're having all these connections on easy access back into the industry, how things kind of ease up. This is going to take a bit of time to catch up, but it'll disappear within time. So there you go. So that's how you get over that problem. So we got the rail yard here. This is working fine. Now I've given them this kind of little runoff here because I'm thinking maybe I could put in some businesses or some offices here. So that's my thinking behind that. So it's kind of an interesting idea. Now let's change that so it looks like a kind of real rail yard, I guess. It's a couple more tracks placed down here. And there you have it. That's getting a lot of action, look at that. So it's important to have this kind of intersection here. Now I see that's sending the majority of the trucks this way here. They've always got this option here. So where are they going? They're going right down here. And straight onto this highway here. There you go. It's all about connectivity and easy access, especially for industry. So with that in mind, let's plan out a couple of designs. Let's have a think about this. Yeah, I'm going to plan an extra piece of industry area here. So I'm going to lay out the roads, and I'll get back to you on the end of that. But there you go, everybody. It took me a while to think about this, as I'm kind of doing it without any planning, but this is my kind of setup. This kind of path here marks where I want all my industry kind of to end. This is kind of like the Pittsburgh of this town, isn't it? Because Pittsburgh is well known for its industry, so there you go. Now this is the harbor, so I'm thinking putting a lot of offices here, trying to do some kind of whack-a-mole with the industry buildings, trying to make them into these kind of, well, maybe like them, maybe make definitely this one here, make them look like warehouses around here, this area here, kind of like warehouse buildings. So maybe generic industry in here. That's why I put this kind of set. Let me go on the road. You can see all the one ways, 2 ways in, 2 ways out as usual. That's standard for me. Keeping this clear, putting some industry in here maybe. Seeing if it's too busy, then I could restrict these, but if it's not, if it's okay, I could put even more in. This road here is only to do with the rail yard, so this industry here is going to be connected to the rail yard somehow. I haven't put a tie-in road in here. I will do if it gets too busy. Same here. If it is too busy, then I'll do the same here. Now this is mainly, they're going to have a little bit of generic industry here, but this is going to be mainly office space. So this is kind of the industrial center of the whole of the town, I guess. And this, obviously this is going to be oil. So let's see what we can do about encouraging people to move in. Now this is going to shoot down and the traffic's going to shoot up. Hopefully they're going to use this a lot. And maybe here, hopefully they won't go across town so much. Let's delete all these racing roads. So what we want to do now is let's look at that. We got a bit of garbage collection here, so I think we're okay for now. If I need more, I'll put some maybe in here or here, somewhere like that. I'll see what we can do about it. I think it's okay, to be honest. So we're okay for that. Healthcare, let's give them some healthcare. There we go. I'm going to sneak that into that angle there. Kind of like that idea. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's put a little quirk into the design there. So we got our healthcare. Let's look at police. Now we got police here. We don't really need this, but it's going to encourage people to move in. So we're going to put another one, but we're going to put it up here somewhere. We're going to put the police in here. Just like that. And for fire, we're going to put that kind of in the same place. But I like the idea of here, the central bit here. So they got access to all places here and there. There we go. That's our service buildings for here. I don't think we need any more there. Now what I'm going to do is going to tile all the industries down here, how I want them. And then I'm going to draw the paths out. So let's get on with that. There we go, that's all covered in. Let's see what happens when it pops in. Just gotta wait for these to fill in and then these will stop getting abandoned. But that's looking alright to me. You can see the demand has gone right down here, so they're gonna be, demand for residential will be popping up. I think we'll leave this like this. We're not gonna fill any more in, but I do have some plans for here and here. There we go, we got that hooked in. A little bit of patience. I mean, you could do it yourself, but I just wanted to let it do it naturally. I don't mind about these being abandoned, because I know they'll go in straight away. Now later on I might play whack-a-mole and get rid of these and have just smaller offices. We'll see how it goes, but it's looking alright. I'm going to press pause. Now this is something I forgot to do. I'm going to put in some path networks. So let's look into that. Put it on here. So we go, that's pretty good. That's a real good way to increase your industry, vanilla style. More educated workers, so that means I'm going to have to start putting in some more residents and getting some more education in. So let's get on with that. Let's have a look over here. So yeah, what I'm going to do right now is going to plan out some road systems for here. Pretty much the same as we did here. So that's going to be another time lapse, I believe. So there you go, everybody. This is my design. Well, now I thought I'd try something a little bit quirky, give it a little bit of shape. Try something out new. Right, now let's see what we can put in down here. So, healthcare, let's put some healthcare in here. I like the idea of having it down here somewhere. Gonna go there. Fire. Now where can we put the fire? There you go, I'm actually going to put it here. I kind of like the angle that it is. And when you go drive past, you can see fire station, there you go. So I like that idea, and that would cover the whole area. Now let's go for the police headquarters, and this one we are definitely going to put on this side. Give them a bit of something extra. I'm thinking here. What's there? Now let's get on with our education. Now this is why I put these extra little bits here. Right now, for here, I'm going to put in a little school, kind of kindergarten, kind of like that. I'm going to drop another one in over here. Okay, like that. And then we're going to put in one high school. There we go. Now let's put in some parks while we can. So there we go. So that's all that put in place. Now let's do it like I normally do. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to put in all the zones, and then I'm going to put in the paths. There we go, we got it all laid down. Let's watch them kick in. So we got all the skulls and the fire stations and the police, and we got that extra library, as I said. Put some offices in here to hook in the power, so hopefully this will all connect when it kicks in. So that's going to look exactly how I want it. So next on my list is still got a demand for industry here. So can I put some? Yeah, so here we go. I was going to put something down here. So let's put them down here. Now I want these to be offices, but I want them to be a particular building, just to go with the aesthetic I've got here. There you go. This is the one I wanted straight away. This building here. There you go, everybody. While I'm still trying to play whack-a-mole, we have got Colossal City. That's exciting news. So next episode, I'm going to be building my nuclear power plant in that area over here. All those episodes ago, this was going to be my nuclear power plant. There you go. So that's going to help out. There we go. So let's get back onto the playing whack-a-mole, trying to get the buildings in that I want. There you have it. After a few hours of playing whack-a-mole, I got all these buildings in. Exactly the ones I wanted. You see there? I wanted this kind of vibe for this little area here. That's why I've placed these here. I always had my intention to have a couple of these side by side. So there you go. Over here, get a little bit of whack-a-mole. I put these buildings here just to increase speedy growth, but this is kind of the vibe I wanted here. Kind of these kind of warehouse shed type buildings. That's an interesting one. So there you go. I kind of want that similar to down here as well, near the harbor. But you know, I'm fine with this right now. So the last thing on my list to do today is I'm gonna kind of create a suburban kind of network here. So yeah, let's come up with an idea for design. I want something kind of cul-de-sac-y. That makes sense? There you go, and there we have it. So I'm kind of happy with that. Now let's put in some services as usual, or let's go for healthcare here. We're going to go for another of these medical centers. Let's see. I'm going to put these on the outside. I've kind of purposely put this like street here is for groceries. So I'm going to put this on the outside here. Like that. Fire, I believe I'm going to do the same. Do I need fire? I don't really need fire. So I'm okay for fire. Police. We're kind of fine for police, but I'll put one in here anyway. Not going to be the bridge, it is. So I'll put that there. There you go. And let's get on to some education. Purposely put this in here for that. There we go. Just one small school. We don't want the high school. We got that there. They can go to there. A 10 there. And let's put in some parks and some water before they run out of water. There we go. Let's give them some parks. Or I'm gonna go for. Gonna go for a basketball one there. And we're gonna go for kind of like this area here for parks. So I'm gonna go for we're gonna go for park there. I think that's all we need. And we can fit one in where the school is. There we go. That's all we're gonna need for here. So I'm gonna fill that up with residential. And we'll see what happens here. Oh, maybe some store. Oh yeah, the stores we're gonna put in here, wasn't it? So let me have a look. I'm going to have all these as stores. All these here. And all these. There we go. And then all the rest is going to be residential. Put a tiny office in there. Now that. There we go. So it's all about now is trying to maximize the amount of people that are going to be attending schools and going to the library. This is what I'm trying to strive for right now. So let's fill this in. Well, let's keep the game running now. Let's see what happens with these residents. There we go. Now if this turns into a bridge, I'll probably get rid of these. There we go. Don't need them. And there you have it. And here, it's going to be offices again. Now let's see what happens when they all kick in. So there you go, everybody. We finally got it done. I think I'm missing something. I believe I am. Let's have a quick look on here. Paths. I haven't put any paths down. Yeah, let's put a couple of paths down. Now this isn't really a kind of a path friendly kind of place. I don't think it is. Not really a lot of room for paths, but I'm gonna put some in here. Snake these in with each other, like that. There we go. And hook that in there. There we go. Like I always say to everybody, the more connectivity you can give to your citizens with paths, the better it is for your traffic and the overall health of your city, because citizens will walk anywhere and everywhere. Bring that in there. There you go. That's all the paths done. Right, so what did we get done today? Today we got the free camera mode. There we go. So today we filled in this kind of triangle about, square about with our offices. Put some generic industry here in our newly kind of cargo train center. There you go. Now this is one-way system. This is my kind of weird one-way system. It kind of helps with the traffic here. This is by design. I played whack-a-mole trying to get all these to look like sheds or warehouses. Put these in here to encourage people to move in. If you go into the road view here, you can see all these one-way systems, and this is what makes your traffic flow without any trouble. You got one way getting in, two ways getting in, one there, and two ways getting out. I always do even numbers, like one in, one out. That's always my system. This is the interchange, of course, and I also did this center here. You can see it's few bits of generic industry, but it's mainly office. Go back into that view here. So it kind of looks like that. It's kind of prettier than most of the generic industry I've done. This is the train track. It goes under here, under there. Hooks around here. Use my water trick to build keys without mods or DLC. I should have done this a bit closer, but I was kind of running behind time when I did this recording. I recorded this session in about a couple of days because I had to fit it in while I can, and I recorded everything. Took about over 4 hours in total, so that's probably why I'm going to do a lot of editing and a lot of time lapse, and so I apologize in advance because I lost my timer and I just overdid it. So there you go. Also, so I spent ages playing whack-a-mole trying to get these buildings here. These 4 buildings are by design. I always envisioned these being like this. There you go. Also, keeping with the theme we got over here, we have high residential. I continued that over here. These 2 new areas here. They kind of look like that. It's kind of cool. It's a bit of a bump. There you go. And this is the other side. Over here. Right, if you come on here, I'm trying to open up this academic library to fit in with my campus. And as you can see, I got the 25% population highly educated. I finished off putting 5 instances of the public library. I've now got to try and get 300 users. Now this one I'm not too sure about. I'm currently on 146, 148. Currently on that. So I'm not too sure if the library users predominantly come from high residential or low residential. So I'm not too sure about that. I'm thinking maybe it's here because these are families and these are more adult orientated kind of housing. So I went for this cul-de-sac design. Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, I think that's about all I got to write home about, I believe. So there you go. Two last things before I go. Number one, this is my oil industry. I'm going to rename this. There we go. This is now called the Defund the Church Oil Industry. All thanks to this awesome person here who left me this comment. There you go. So thank you very much, Defund the Church. You have now got an oil industry named after you. And one more over here. And this is going to be called... There we go. This is the Peter Parker Force Deck, named after this awesome comment here. As a beginner, a small-time YouTuber, it's kind of overwhelming and very humbling to get 2 nice comments on a video. So, yeah, yeah, I think we're all like that in the beginning. We're all kind of like overwhelmed by the generosity of people. So, thank you very much. It's really made my week. So, thank you. I really appreciate that, folks. Yeah, not much else I can say about that. So, everybody, sincerely, look at my lovely city. Oh, seriously. Yeah, so everybody sincerely, look after each other. Have a really nice day. And I will see y'all